All right, I'm gonna late freight. Kevin Durant got traded to the Phoenix Suns. I learned about it like 2 hours too late. But shit, and I woke up this morning, went to train. It was a leg day, man. I do some shopping as well too. So, seeing the late, there was rumors that they weren't going to keep Jalen Green. They were going to reroute him somewhere else or flip him somewhere else. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. But yeah, that was the rumor. They was gonna reroute him somewhere else. Um and as of right now, now the opinions have changed. Now they're saying that they're going to keep him. So they're going to keep him. So now, that must mean Devin Booker is probably going to be on the move. So the actual trade, which I think it's fair compensation. People forget Kevin Durant, 37 years old. I think LeBron got people spoiled playing into his 40s. Basically what they did was, they bought they financed a high mileage car. They financed a 2009 Maserati. So they traded Kevin Durant to Houston for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and draft picks. So they said the Phoenix Suns traded Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks. Phoenix will receive a number 10 pick this year, which I don't know if it's anybody good this year. There was a lot of talks that a lot of guys chose to go back and, go back to college because of the NIL. So take that take that for what you want to take it for. So I don't know how valuable that 10 pick is, and they got 5 second-round picks. So basically, I think that's fair compensation. I think Jalen Green can be an all-star in this league. I think Dillon Brooks is pretty solid. Now, is that going to mean anything for Phoenix going forward? Not in the immediate future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, they basically front-loaded or top-loaded their team when they should have been building a team. Instead of that Bradley Beal, they should have been putting pieces around Booker and Kevin Durant. Then you had rumors where they had fights in the locker room. So, Kevin Durant is just like, oh, he's the perfect basketball player, but he's missing the leadership ability. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if you put LeBron's leadership in Kevin Durant, that's probably the perfect player. So everybody has a weakness. Everybody has a weakness. They want to make you want to believe that Michael Jordan didn't have a weakness. Yes, he did. His competitive nature rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. He didn't take care of his people. I don't really respect people who don't take care of their people. You feel me? He didn't even pay them for the last dance. Like, come on, what type of cheapskate are you, dude? When you playing with billions, you don't get to be a billionaire by being nice, but nonetheless. So Phoenix got some pieces. Bradley Beal is pretty much where it went wrong. I think it started to go wrong when they got rid of Chris Paul and put Devin Booker on the ball. I think that was a little bit too much in my humble opinion. But they can salvage this. I thought they wanted too much for Kevin Durant. He's 40. You know what I'm saying? And I think now that you're looking at it, it's like, okay, cool. We got a young guy in Jalen Green. Maybe we could have finessed him out of Jabari Smith, which I don't really think he any good until he changes mentality. He kind of remind me of Jaren Jackson Jr. So, but I'm not really mad at the deal. Kevin Durant is 40. He's 40 years old. What do we expect? So, ultimately, now what does it mean for Houston? And I'll get to Jalen Green. I think what it means for Houston, honestly, I think it means for them. They didn't win Namo. There was a second seed. Still got guys like Tari Eason, Amon Thompson. I think they still got the big problem. They don't have a point guard. I think that's their problem. So if they can go out there and find a point, and that's hard to do. Halliburton is an anomaly today. You know what I'm saying? Halliburton is a true anomaly. So when you start talking about Halliburton, Who else do you have as an actual true point guard? Ah man, I feel like I think LeBron is actually a true point guard, but we know he not going nowhere. Oh man, sheesh. I want to say Halliburton. It got to be a couple. I think Kay Cunningham. I just think he forced to score. Check out our Detroit channel, but yeah, I just when I look at Houston and I'm looking at their roster now, when I look at their roster, they just need Amen Thompson and his brother Asar. I seen both of them play last year and they play a little Caesars. They kind of can run it. I like Cam Whitmore on Houston. I don't think he get enough playing time. They really don't have a true point guard, and that's the problem. But I think the key in this trade was this. I'm gonna say this: they was able, they was able to keep, they was able to keep Alperen Sengun. They was able to keep Tari Eason, um, Reed Shepard. That's what I really was looking at. They was able to keep Reed Shepard. They was able to keep those guys. So yeah, I think that was a huge key. Reed Shepard, that was the one, the white boy out of Kentucky that could shoot. Now switching lanes, Suns do not plan to trade Jalen Green. So it says the Suns do not plan to trade Jalen Green. He's expected to play alongside Devin Booker in the backcourt. So now the whole thing is this. That's John Gambado. They've been running Booker at the true point now, and my thing is this. And then you got Bradley Beal still there. I think it can. They're not expected to win games regardless next year. I mean, I don't think they're going to be number one pick contender bad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to be number one pick contender bad. But, man, for the most part, the owner said he didn't want to trade. He didn't want to trade Devin Booker, Matasheba, Michigan State guy. That's what he said. He didn't want to trade him. So, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just a bunch of nothing. I don't really understand why you don't trade him. Then you start building from the ground up, but it's whatever. It's whatever. They'll figure it out, but Devin Booker probably got to try to get up out of there. Yeah, that's the thing about it. But them powerful rich dudes, they don't be wanting to let you get up out of there. They be wanting, to prove a point. They ain't never been told no. They never been meek or nice to nobody. They don't care nothing about it. They just care about ticket sales and jersey sales. But in my opinion, I'm not sure Devin Booker is the best player on a championship caliber team. So that's my opinion on it. So I definitely could be far off on that. I think he's a good 1A, 1B at most. But ultimately we'll see what happens. But let me know what you think about the trade. I think really it's nothing really lost, unless Houston does something great with that 10th pick, or Jalen Green grows into some James Harden type of dude. But other than that, I think it's probably fair compensation on both sides. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.